What's happening, everybody? Trey here, joined as always by my dad, Sean, and today, reactions to the classics. We got another song battle up and ready for y'all. This time, I'm going to be looking at Peter, Paul, and Mary for, well, I think the first time on this channel.
Yes, sir.
And their track from 1963, we got a Soalin, if I'm pronouncing that right.
Well, no, once it kicks in.
And then that's going to be going against Philip Glass, featuring Linda Ronstadt, and the song Freezing. So, interested to dive into both of these, man. This comes courtesy of suggestion from our patron, supporter, and friend of the channel, Deep Blue.
Thank you, Deep Blue.
Always appreciate you and the battles that you bring here, man. Before we get going, if you like this, be sure to hit that big red subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to maybe have us do a song battle for you, you can check our Patreon page, and also be sure to follow us on Twitch too for our live streams, man. But all that to say, I guess, Dad, we'll get rocking and rolling with Peter, Paul, and Mary. And as I said, we're going way back.
1963, man.
Yeah, from the record Moving, and this track is the closer to it.
And it does have Puff the Magic Dragon on there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and a little bit about this tune. It's derived from a traditional English song. It was often sung by kids as they begged for, quote, soul cakes on All Souls Day, a tradition that dates back to medieval times. While the original lyrics are retained, with some additions, the musical arrangement is significantly different.
I would imagine it is.
So as always, y'all, going to have the lyrics pulled up. We're going to enjoy this. Kind of that folky acoustic start.
Yeah, exactly kind of what I expected.
Hey ho, nobody home, eat nor drink nor money have I none, yet shall we be merry. Hey ho, nobody home, eat nor drink nor money have I none, yet shall we be merry. Hey ho, nobody home, hey ho, nobody home. Soul cake, please good missus, a soul cake, an apple, a pear, a plum, a cherry, any good thing to make us all merry. 1 for Peter, 2 for Paul, 3 for him who made us all. God bless the master of this house and the mistress also, and all the little children that around your table grow, the cattle in your stable, the dog by your front door, and all that dwells within your gates, we wish you 10 times more. Soul cake, please good missus, a soul cake, an apple, a pear, a plum, a cherry, any good thing to make us all merry. 1 for Peter, 2 for Paul, 3 for him who made us all.
I think I could hear Mary coming in just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
And see what you can find. Get the barrels on our barrels. We hope you will be kind. We hope you will be kind with your apple and your red. For we'll come no more, we'll come no more till this time next year. Soul cake. Please good missus, a soul cake. An apple, a pear, a plum, a cherry. Any good thing to make us all merry. 1 for Peter, 2 for Paul, 3 for him who made us all. The streets are very dirty, my shoes are very thin. I have a little pocket to put a penny in. If you haven't got a penny, a halfpenny will do. If you haven't got a halfpenny, then God bless you. Soul cake, please good missus, a soul cake, an apple, a pear, a plum, a cherry, any good thing to make us all merry. 1 for Peter, 2 for Paul, 3 for him who made us all. So the Lord sing praises, all you with missus, a soul cake, an apple, a pear, and brother, a cherry, any good thing to make us all merry. 1 for Peter, 2 for Paul, 3 for him who made us all, 3 for him who made us all.
All right, a Soalin coming from Peter, Paul, and Mary up in here, man. Definitely, Dad kind of had that folk that you would expect just from what I know, the little I know about Peter, Paul, and Mary. It's kind of had that same sound.
Yeah, it sounded like what I thought it would for sure. A little research on a soul cake.
Yeah, I was curious. They're not.
It's traditionally made for Halloween, All Saints Day, and All Souls Day to commemorate the dead in the Christian tradition. Trey, we're both Christians. I've never heard of this. The cakes often simply referred to as souls are given out to soldiers, mainly consisting of the children and poor, who go from door to door during the days of All Hallow Tide, singing and saying prayers for the souls of the givers and friends. So, yeah, never heard of it. So, interesting. Interesting subject.
I'm glad you said that because I wasn't quite sure. And
it still didn't tell me what they're made of. Just says they're sweet. I was kind of
well, we got an apple, a pear, a plum, and a cherry. Any good thing to make us all merry. Very very catchy. Who kind of going with the acoustic melody that we had underneath there. I think you had Mary coming in, as well, just a little bit
in there.
And as we're filming this, it's around the holiday season, late November. This kind of has a slight Christmas vibe to
it does.
and maybe it is because it kind of delves into those religious themes and just kind of with the whole arrangement that it's based off of and whatnot. But yeah, man, to have this and Puff the Magic Dragon on the same album, man, kind of
pretty good album,
kind of neat, man. I definitely got to dive into more because I know they, Peter, Paul, and Mary were just so influential, kind of in that early to mid '60s folk period, man. But solid tune to put its foot forward, and now we're gonna go to a track called "Freezing" from Philip Glass, and this features the great Linda Ronstadt on vocals, man. Philip Glass, I wasn't aware. He's a composer.
Right.
Okay, and this record came out in 1986. And on this record, songs from Liquid Days, he has lyrics from everybody from Paul Simon, Suzanne Vega, David Byrne of the Talking Heads.
Wow.
And then, of course, on vocals, he features a bunch of guests.
Okay.
And Linda Ronstadt is one of those guests, man. So, not even sure kind of what this is going to sound like. I'm expecting a bunch of maybe strings here, this or that. I don't really know, but you get a 3.5 minute tune going against a Soalin, which we just heard. So let's see what Philip Glass and Linda got in store for us.
Let's do it.
I'm right on my strings, man.
You were definitely right on your strings.
If you had no name, if you had no history, if you had no books, if you had no
That choir, angelic like, man. Angelic like.
If
Philip Glass composing Freezing with vocal performance by Linda Ronstadt. Up in here, man.
Very like operatic almost,
Yeah.
and just very like I feel like it should be either in a movie or more likely in a stage play. That's what I got out of this.
No,
you can tell it's from a composer because it has that level of it. Very pretty.
Yeah, man, I thought it was gorgeous. Just the strings coming in right away, and then just that choir, just that very grand type of sound coming in. That mixed with the orchestral leaning there, just made for a very beautiful. Very, very beautiful music,
And
and
it was all about atmosphere. I thought it really wasn't about the lyrics.
definitely,
so much.
yeah. And Linda was nice on here, but yeah, she wasn't even like even the highlight of this. And then you kind of get the title because there's all these questions, and then it's asked if it were only you naked on the grass, would you be then? And this is what he asked, and I said I wasn't really sure, but I would probably be cold, and now I'm freezing. So a bit more abstract, kind of
Very much so.
in lyrical content. I'm not 100% sure what where we're going with in that regard, but man, I dug the song as somebody who doesn't know a lot of kind of classical music, doesn't listen to a bunch of that. It was pretty, man, and I'm with you, Dad. I think that this would serve well in some type of stage play or something along that lines. It had that type of vibe to it, man, which will now take us to our winner. Our winner of this battle, we had Freezing, which we just heard, against a Soalin by Peter, Paul, and Mary. What are you feeling on this one?
I'm gonna go give the slight nod to Freezing.
Dang, man, that's kind of.
I mean, it's close. It's close.
Yeah.
You could convince me either one. I'm not. It's not a.
That's
not a clear winner.
I think it's a very tight one as well. But I'm with you, Dad. I'm kind of leaning towards Freezing
All right,
actually,
man.
which surprised me just since that's not the type of music I'm normally
me too,
familiar with. Sometimes those are at a disadvantage in these battles, but not today, man. So Philip Glass, shout out on the composing, Linda Ronstadt. Shout out on the vocals on that one, and
For sure.
And Peter, Paul, and Mary still bringing in a good effort, just a little short today for us here. But of course, we always like to hear from y'all. Let us know what you think won the battle down below. Want to shout out Deep Blue again for bringing this
Thank
to
you,
us.
brother.
And until next time, thanks for watching, happy listening, and we will see you.